today I would like to speak to you about redemptive branding. And part of branding is storytelling, and you can't tell the story of our company without it being a testimony that we gave God a little and He has made it much. And this little book over here in 2021 completely changed the way that the DNA of our company and our brand was put together. And what I'm going to do today is practically try and explain it, like how we've implemented it and made it part of our DNA. So just about Optique, we are optometrists. So that's where the word optompreneur comes from. So optom is optometrist, which I am one of, and also entrepreneur. So, and we are, in South Africa, a group of optometry practices, and we are almost 6 years old in October. And we've served 140,000 customers, and we've got 100 employees. And that's what we do. So I'm going to use that as a basis to explain what we have done in terms of our branding. So what is branding? We all know that it's part of marketing, right? So now if you look at the secular definition again, so I'm the third speaker for the day, Peter, of firstly looking at what the secular definition is. But you consider brand as an idea or an image people have in their mind when thinking about your product or your service. Now, don't read too long there because I'm going to summarize it for you. Branding is everything that you are not saying. Or in other words, the brand is not what you are saying, it is what your customers are saying. So it's really difficult, right? You've got to control the narrative of other people's opinion without you telling them what to tell you about that. Now, what is redemptive branding? So let's make it more complicated. Now, redemption is the action of regaining, right? And what we want to do in redemptive branding is we want to regain trust. We want to actually deliver on what we promise. We don't want to play on the insecurities of our customers. We don't want to manipulate them. We don't want to play on their loss of identity, their insecurities, consumerism. We don't want to make grand promises and not deliver on it. We actually just want to do what we've said we have done. And as a starting block in how to do that, you have to have a clear purpose, vision, mission, and values. So the first time I started a business, I thought that, well, that's just something that, like you have to have a business registration number, you have to have a telephone number, and you have to have a mission and a vision. But everything ties in and around this. And it's important for you because this is your true north. Every time you make a decision, you have a discussion with your staff, with your as a team, with your stakeholders. These are the things that you base it around. And we have taken, again, what the Redemptive Business Playbook has given us, and we've brought it into our purpose, vision, mission, and values. In the sense that, I'm just going to read the top one. In everything that we as Optique optometrists do, we believe in the simplification and accessibility to the best possible eye care at a revolutionary price, while leading the way for redemptive businesses. So, being a redemptive business doesn't mean that necessarily you have to have a cross as your logo, but if you want to, you can put it right in the middle of your logo. What we've done, our logo, I mean, it's not your typical optometrist, right? Usually it's a pair of glasses or an eye or anything like that. But we went back to the basics of optics, and the first thing you learn in physics, in school, is if you put a white light through a prism, you get this amazing rainbow. And that's what we are, a rainbow nation, right? So we've brought that colorfulness into, and the diversity into our logo. And that's why our logo also has these white lines and represents that image. And we've made our brand colorful and non-threatening to know that everybody's welcome. It's not this high-end brand that you cannot afford, but we've made it playful. And again, branding is saying what we do and how we do it, and we've got to deliver on that promise. Um, Branding is also a compelling storytelling because people are looking for meaningful human experiences. So on our website, part of our you can go and read a story about Optique, and it's not about me, although that is me. When we started the first Optique, but we can go and tell our story on why we are doing or what we are doing, and we continue to tell that story in the success that we as a company and as a team establish. So this is an example of a patient, which story we have shared on our as a blog on our site, of a patient that came for an eye test. We sent her immediately to the neurologist. She had brain cancer. They removed it, and a month later she came back. And if it wasn't for an eye test, she might have lost her life. And it's continuing to tell and win in those successes. It's also in your offering, and I'm not going to go into much of this, but again, we want to regain the trust of our patients. And so what we do is we have only one price, and there's two variations of that. But we can promise you that we will give you a pair of glasses for one price. So you know what to expect, so that you can trust us. So that we don't tell you one thing and do something else. There's no way of us upselling you. We have an anti-upselling culture. And also being part of a redemptive business is the fact that we've made eye care, proper eye care, available to the mass market for 99 Rand. And I've seen everybody spends 99 Rand at KFC. So I really feel if you need an eye test, you can get it. And that's one bridge that we've tried to do as well. Branding is also about, again, trust. And that's being truthful and transparent. So if you go onto our website, we update these numbers. We actually have a segment on our website that says accountability meter. And these numbers are updated on a monthly basis, where we say exactly, based on our reviews, how happy are our customers with our service, how percentage-wise did they think we were affordable, but also internally from our employees. Every month we do a questionnaire with our employees to ask them, are you happy at work and all of those things, but we didn't publicly report on that back because that's important to us. And also the demographics of our practice. Sorry, that's my time to be done, but I think we're running over a bit, so I think we're still okay. So it's part of, and you can go and see in one place all of our reviews. We're just currently standing on 2,330 reviews. So you can go and have a look at that on Facebook and Google and see what people say about our business before you decide to trust us. We're not hiding it. We're not hiding away from the service that we deliver. Part of branding, of course, is also communication, verbal and non-verbal. So what we have decided, and I've got nothing against titles, but this is my email signature. And if you go to anybody in Optique, the email signature looks the same. I'm not saying there, CEO, founder, I'm saying I'm here to help. Doesn't matter my title. And that's exactly the same throughout the whole company. And then also non-verbal, right? We want to be non-threatening, but we are in the medical profession, so we want to be professional. And we want to establish trust the moment that you meet us and our team. And that's just an example of our beautiful ladies. And then lastly, it's about accountability. Now, this is too small to even imagine to read, but those of you who know Slack, Slack is a platform that you can use for intercompany communication. So that's what we use. And you can have like these channels, which is almost like a WhatsApp group. And one of those channels, all of our customer reviews from Facebook, we've got a questionnaire, Hello Peter, and Google pulls through to this channel. And everybody in the whole company, all 110 or 120 people, can see this. And it keeps us accountable to each other. Because if you have a bad review, and it's not easy working with the public, but sometimes they might give a review that's reflecting in you as a team. And we want to keep each other accountable to that. And that's part of the brand, even if it's not external, it's internal. Because through accountability, we as a team can build trust towards our customers. And then lastly, if you want to be a redemptive brand, and you really want to play it safe, you can get some of your models whose name is Jesus. Literally, this guy's name is Jesus. And he was a fantastic guy to work with.